before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
James White's first carry, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Jordan Brooks.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, this is Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big fella, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough. To hold on to that one, it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
To throw again, Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Hey, what's up?
What's
going on?
That's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
Okay.
And that drive started, they had 6 points.
I did.
Is there a drop-off or something? A drop-box or...
You'll see... You'll see a lady... like you'll go to the door, and there should be someone there, and someone was there when I went there. So, I mean, you just knock on the door and... Yeah.
Chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going.
Yeah, it's right in the same. It's in the same parking lot as Window World.
To this point, the results have not been
2
possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something
Yes.
that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first
Cool.
down.
Patriots.
Good stuff. Yeah. Huge.
This is White on the screen. A
Also,
on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
good.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
No, I'm working.
On second down,
I'm working even when I'm not at work.
and he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
Yeah, you know, I'm doing my best.
Pick up first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and
You should let them know. I mean,
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
you give them a jingle.
I'll say Dave is wonderful.
He's pretty much the best ever.
Super cool.
Super Dave.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10.
Yep, you too.
The 46.
See it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Here's second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee.
Complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
To
James White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
On the stop.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 3 down.
Throwing is Wilson. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. Wilson will throw again. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
25-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. John Simon that time coming through to make the play.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After the run, Newton going to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Thomas. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis. And was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53, you might remember. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
No gain
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Here we go. Put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's Newton. And that is is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Returnable for Thomas. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man here is Gentry. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The score, Seahawks 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Patriots.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
14.
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll find Metcalf, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time, first down, Seattle. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
John Brown on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now Newton on first down. He completes it right side to White. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ja'Kai Polite providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. time for the Seahawks. 44 yards.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye, and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 33.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, New England.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, this is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 1st down, Hines, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. McDonald trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
And they take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great